everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe and I'm here to do my very first travel vlog. I'm super excited because I plan to travel lots this year and I'd love to take you guys on my journeys with me. I stayed at the Hard Rock Riviera in Mexico. I had a blast. Probably the most fun hotel I've ever stayed at. Hope you enjoy. You can see how crazy I am. And I'll be watching the video with you. I'll let you know what's going on in the clips. So each morning I would wake up. This is my room. I thought I'd be sleeping on that hammock every day, but I didn't. I would make my way downstairs to get breakfast at the buffets. Tons to choose from, which was really awesome. Foods from all over the world too, not just Mexican. But to be honest, I was having so much fun everywhere else. I don't feel like I really ate that much. Anyways, I would always walk over to the Heaven side, which is adults only, 18 plus, where I would find a beautiful little piece of beach so I can get my tan on and go mess around with the fish and the seagulls. They kind of freak me out. Chose XPLOR, which was awesome because it was at night. Let's be real, I'm not gonna like wake up early after a night out to go do extreme sports. Explore Fuego. Anyways, I'll get to that after. First, I checked out my first foam party, got my hair wet and had a ball. I've never been to a foam party. I'm gonna be adventurous and take this camera in the pool with me. So this is the foam party. Found another guy with a GoPro, so we cheered for each other. But let's go into the bubbles. Well, this is my first time. I'm just kind of checking everything out. The bubbles actually smell pretty good. I was a little scared to get in there because I didn't know what was on the other side. But off I go with my drink in my hand. I was drinking mojitos with vodka, no sugar. And here I am, fully covered in foam, just kind of checking it out. I had to warm up to it a little bit, but in no time I was in there jumping around. I got this lady stubbing her toe underwater. You could totally be a creep with a GoPro. But it's funny because like you can see the top of everybody's head and they look like they're grooving and doing cool stuff, and then you get to the bottom and they're like river dancing or doing little jigs. Like, I never knew what goes on underneath the water in pools. But anyways, this is it. Anyways, they actually had like booty shaking contests or like twerk contests, and they ended up asking me if I wanted to do it, and I said no thank you. But it was fun to watch, definitely hilarious and lots of fun. So this is the bar in the pool where I experienced having a shot poured in my mouth for the very first time. I told them just a little bit because I didn't want to get it all over my face and be messy like that. Ended up meeting someone with a crazy balloon hat and asked if I could have it, and ended up asking the woman beside me if she thought I could scoop some shorties in this hat. She didn't know what I was talking about. Anyways, after that it started to rain like super heavily, and only the poorest partiers stuck around. Looked around and it was pretty well just myself and maybe about 4 other people. The Caribbean side of Mexico, I find the weather can change like really fast, and the rain lasts for 5 minutes or like less. But I actually took a cab and went into town. You know, you gotta go into town and explore a little bit. The Hookah Lounge. It's so dark. I've been there every single time. There's like 2 hookah spots right beside each other, and I prefer Prana. So this is the club. It wasn't like super crazy. They weren't playing the best music, but shout out to this guy because he was stoked about the GoPro, and shout out to this guy who wasn't stoked about the GoPro only because he was passed out. I prefer the club Heaven in the Hard Rock because I had an absolute blast. Like awesome music everywhere, like really good variety, because I know sometimes at resorts, anyways, all the ones that I've stayed at, they kind of play like the same 5 songs. Anyways, I had a blast. I've never done anything like this. I did my excursion. It was absolutely beautiful. It was a giant cave. You have to wear a helmet the whole time. First thing we did was the cars. I don't know what they're called. They weren't called ATV. I wasn't driving first. Somebody else was, and they freaked me out.
Sticks holding up this thing. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Really? A little bit, because you know what's giving.
This part freaked me the hell out because we were in the jungle, we're in a dark cave, and this guy decides to turn the light off while we're driving. And you can see me be not very gangsta, freak right out.
What if I do this?
No! No! Oh my god! No! No!
So embarrassing.
No! 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 Please, please! No! Stop doing that! Oh my god! I'm keeping my finger. Because if someone's coming as fast as you guys were, stop! Stop!
Yep, there I go.
No! 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 No!
Anyways, this is a building we were about to jump off of. We had to climb up the whole thing, which was exhausting, but totally worth it. And this is actually me getting my payback in driving. Even though he's doing wild turns, I was going the fastest out of everybody. I actually had someone have to come on the track and tell us to slow down, and he stopped kind of in front of us. I ended up crashing right into him.
Look at this crack. I can have a good time at any speed.
In the front?
Arrest him.
They had dinosaur bones everywhere, which was cool. Anyways, this was my first ziplining experience. I was terrified.
What if I don't want to?
I thought, let's go.
Well, that really hurt my crotch. That was terrifying. Alright, let's go. Okay. I feel like I'm on a Survivor challenge right now.
So one thing I didn't get on video is I actually swam through the caves, and it was like a half-an-hour swim. It was exhausting. They put you in a life jacket. They just have these like red lights under the water that you're supposed to follow. They say stay in the center. I get it now, because when I was swimming through, I was pretty much bumping my knees and my toes on the rock formations that were coming up through the water. But it was so beautiful. Kind of scary because you'd look down and it would be black. It was really clear water, and then eventually it'd get to a point where you just like couldn't see anything. So I didn't bring my camera there because I didn't want to drop a camera down into nothing. Also, there were bats flying around over our heads, which was freaking terrifying. And like, you can't do anything because you're swimming in a life vest and you're exhausted and you're pathetic because you got a life vest so you can't go very fast. And there's bats swooping around. And I was like, why did I do this? But anyways, it was worth it. I was just like, okay, you know what, 1,000 people probably did this. They survived. I'm good. I don't think a bat's gonna come and like eat my face off or steal my hair or whatever bats do. Anyways, I survived and I'm here to talk about it. So that was cool. So this, what we're looking down into now, there's a big like waterfall at the bottom of it, and when you're done swimming through the cave, you can go in the center of it and look up into this big spirally thing where you zip line from. So anyways, this is some more zip lining I did. There were 6 in total. I kept asking them at every single one, like, is my face gonna get wet? Is my hair gonna get wet? And they're like, yeah, you're gonna get soaked. I'm like, damn it, whatever, Mexico, YOLO, let's do it. I did it, and didn't even get that wet. I was cool. like most of the nights that I was there or not out at town. This is my favorite club on the adult side of the Hard Rock Riviera. I had a blast. This was the club outdoors before everything got really crazy. This is the pool that I jumped into with my clothes on. Didn't have my GoPro that day, thank goodness. And this is my friend Chad getting it in with the music. Nobody's there, but he's hot and ready with his shirt off, so I thought I'd join him for a little booty shaking. Anyways, the club actually got really busy in there, and like usually resort clubs are pretty lame, but this was like amazing. Thought it was okay to take the GoPro into the bathroom with me. So these guys, he ended up taking my GoPro. I don't know what it is about cameras or GoPro, but people just lose their mind. Off they go. They were so much fun. You saw this guy kept screaming, "Pitbull! Downs off!" Anyways, I wish there could be sound for this because it was hilarious watching this footage when I got back. Like I could relive it every single time. And it just got way turned up. Oh my gosh, side note, after this night, what I just showed you was like the last night that I was at the hotel. I ended up waking up in the morning, like I didn't get home till 5 a.m. Woke up in the morning like super like groggy, packed my stuff so fast, took an hour and a half shuttle to the airport. Got to the airport ready to check in. I look and I don't have my freaking passport. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go to Canadian Embassy. I'm gonna have to stay longer. I'm gonna have to pay for a new flight. Freaking out. Called the hotel. They found it, which was awesome. I had to pay for a cab ride to drop off my passport. Way preferred that than going to the embassy and paying for a new flight. I was so happy and so thankful. So my flight was at 1:50. I ended up getting my passport at 1:20. So I'm like booking it through the airport. The airport in Cancun is like pretty freaking big, so I'm running as fast as I can. The people in the airport are trying to help me. I'm like yelling, I'm like, I just lost my passport, and like I just found it, my flight's gonna leave in half an hour, I need to cut through to the end of the line, like, and everyone's like, yeah, go go go, and I'm like running so fast, and I get there, it says A6 on my ticket on the gate that I'm supposed to leave from, and I get to that gate and it says leaving to Calgary. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss my flight. I'm like, it says on my ticket I'm supposed to leave here, but it says Calgary. I'm trying to go to Vancouver. Like, what do I do? At this point, my voice is like gone. I sound like DMX right now, and I'm speaking in really fast, like English. I don't think anyone can understand me right now. I can't even understand me because I'm like, you gotta let me through. I forgot my ticket, blah blah blah. And I'm like, you gotta tell me where Vancouver is. They're like, I don't know. I'm like, you said to book here. Like, what am I supposed to do? They asked me what airline. I told them. They're like, it's over there. It's on the opposite. They're booking it. Nobody's there. I'm freaking out. I'm running up. I'm like, oh my god, you guys gotta let me on the plane because I just got my passport and I lost it. And blah blah blah. Said to book over in Calgary, and like it was wrong. And like here I am. And they're like, no, sorry, it's cut. I'm like, what do you mean it's cut? Like, I have to go home today. I don't want to stay in the airport. They're like, let me see your ticket. And then it said da 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 da. They're like, oh yeah, you can come on. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Thank goodness. Anyways, ended up getting on my flight, last person on the plane, so relieved. Ended up sitting in the middle of a really awesome person here and a really awesome person here. One of the best flights I've ever been on. Became really good friends with the person beside me. Got to hear stories about their wild and crazy trips. My friend beside me also lost their voice and was one of the funniest people I've ever met. So we were like laughing the entire time. Yeah, so I definitely like live a little crazy and got a little stressful, but it was like so much fun and totally worth it. And yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed my adventure. Let me know what you think about this, if you want to see more travel videos and hear more stories, because there's more where that came from. Anyways, that was my crazy story. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Comment, let me know what you think below if you want to see more videos like this. Yeah. Stay pretty and love yourself, and I'll catch you guys later. By the way, it seemed to be my favorite move in Mexico to just throw my hands up. Anyways, I think I've embarrassed myself enough. See y'all!